Welcome to the next installment of our video series. Today we'll be going through how to navigate the aftermarket.strattec.com website. We're going to point out some advantages to you and some areas that you might not have explored on the website. So we hope by the end of this short demo video we'll give you some of that insight that you need to help navigate better through our website. Thanks for joining us. Alright, welcome to the site. Basically, we want to take you through navigating the aftermarket.strattec.com site. So by now you've made it to our site, and you didn't go to the corporate site, which is www.strattec.com, which gets you a lot of financial information and those kinds of things. But if you're ever passing the site along, make sure you use aftermarket.strattec.com. Our website has been redesigned over the last couple of years to be a little bit more intuitive. We do have the toolbar across the top, the home page, announcements, about us, events, and ways to contact people at Strattec. One of the main features and one of the main used items or areas is the product search online tool. Now this tool is something that we used to provide on CD-ROMs. We no longer do that. It's all online. So what I'm going to do is take you into the product search online tool, and there's a lot of different ways that you can go about looking up a part number or look for a part number that you might have. I'm going to use an example of one of our more popular keys, the 599114 key. And we're going to enter that under the part number description box. We're going to hit the search button, and that's going to return a description down here for us. And under that description, if we highlight it and click on that, it's going to tell us various applications. We can click on that, and you'll see a very long list for this key. There are a lot of uses for this particular key, and I won't drag it down much further, but it gives you an idea of how populating by part number works. There's also some important information that it returned at the top of the screen. The groove, the code series of the key, some of the other cross references, also tools that are used to program it, and onboard programming. Now I'm going to show you this onboard programming. Click on that, and what it does is it brings a PDF up of that particular programming onboard methodology. One of the things I did want to point out before we get too far into the demo is email updates. In this area right here, if you want to receive announcements, which I'll talk about in a little bit, the best thing you can do is register your email address with Strattec so that when we do have a new announcement or a new product that we bring out, we'll send you information about it along with our distributors. So this is very important when you register your email right in this box here. Hit OK, and it'll ask you some other information regarding address and those types of things. Next area I want to go to is, I mentioned, announcements. And we're going to go to that page because this is where we archive a lot of our older announcements we had, and we have it classified by categories such as bolt announcements. That's our coatable products, the coatable padlock. And if we just scroll down a little bit, it's classified then by Chrysler, Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, GM announcements. One of our most recent announcements to our distributors and locksmiths alike was GM remotes. And when you click on that, what you'll see archived from the constant contact is the series of remotes that we've released. Now if we bring this up a little bit fuller screen, you'll see those GM fobs we released this year, basically in November of 2011. On the front page, we've also added an area for key blanks. That's been a point of reference that people want right away. So let's say you're looking for Chevrolet key blanks. We'll click on that, and what it does is it shows you a lot of the Chevy blanks. And if you roll over them, it'll give you a brief description. But if you click on them, you can also see a better, brighter, more enhanced image. And it shows then down at the bottom, again, a little bit about the key in terms of code series, OE numbers, and onboard programming methods. So we're going to close out of that. So in the beginning, we did feel that it was important to have various individual key pages. I'm also going to go back to the home now. And for those of you who haven't gotten the opportunity to get literature that you want, this is an important area, is in the catalogs, historical catalogs, or service bulletins that are out, some repair kit instructions, the pro-choice catalogs, and even our most recent catalogs are on this front area for literature. So let's click on the 2012 Comprehensive Catalog. What will happen here is it'll bring a PDF up of the most current catalog we have, which is 2012. But what's good about this is you can look online, and we'll take a look into a couple of the pages. And in the beginning of our new comprehensive catalogs, we have all the programming instructions on board in the front. And then as it progresses in a catalog, we go into the transponder guide next. If you go up to this area and put in a part number, let's say 599-114, and we hit enter, PDFs will search out numbers or phrases. The other thing that's on the front page is the current key chart. And again, we'll bring this up. It takes a little while to load. It's the key chart that you would get from your local distributor in paper format. It's just on here, and we can look at it. Again, it's a rather large wall chart, so you can zoom in on portions of it if you want to look at some detail of a particular key. We can bring it up bigger, and eventually you'll start to see what you need. So that current key chart's out there as well. In terms of historical catalogs, this should give you an idea what's out there. We have scanned in various catalogs as recent as our last year's comprehensive catalog, 2011. But then we also go as far back as 1939 on some of our print catalogs in PDF format. So there are historical catalogs. You might not be able to get the product anymore in some of the older stuff, but you can use it as reference, some of the pictures and some of the part numbers as reference. There's also an area over here under product demos is where you would have come to see this video you're watching right now. And new products, we talk about some of the most recently released products. This one that we put in here most recently was the GM logoed flip key. This is something that's gotten a lot of play. This is the GM branded flip style key, and so that's something we put in the front just to highlight different new products. And the other area I want to talk about a little bit is down this side. This Strattec download tool, this is where if you want to take this website with you mobily and you don't have an internet connection, if we go in this area, this is the area that gives you instructions on how to download either on a Windows-based computer or a Mac to be able to take this whole database with you for this product search online tool. So again, if you're out in the field and you don't have internet connectivity to be able to look something up, this is where you can take and download basically this website or this search engine that we're looking at. So that's another good area to remember. Otherwise, we're going to go back and look at the left side the screen here. For those code seeker owners, there's information here. Distributor locator, this is where you would find a distributor in your area to buy Strattec product. So when you click here, it'll show you by region, and if you click on, let's say, Wisconsin, you'll see who is an authorized distributor in Wisconsin. We have ID&H Hoffman. Again, if you go by state or go by region, you'll find various distributors that are selling and that are authorized Strattec distributors. So if you're new to the industry and you don't have a distributor, this is where you can find one. The other thing that we have associated and linked with this website is the Locksmith locator, in conjunction with ALOA, which is the Associated Locksmiths of America. We a lot of times direct consumers to this site to find a locksmith. A lot of times we get direct calls from the consumer, and this is where the consumer can go to. If you're associated with ALOA, you can you can get registered in this site. So it's a way of getting some of your credentials on our site, and it's a link with ALOA. And again, there's a couple other areas like bolt locks, the coatable series locks, and onboard programming. We have those links as a quick link. All right, I just want to thank you for joining us on the continuation of our video series. This one obviously was on the website and navigation of the website, and look forward to more videos, and find our other videos at aftermarket.strattec.com. Again, thank you.